Hey everybody, it's Gray! I'm come to review another film, but it's not Inception. I didn't go see Inception tonight. I went to the movie theater and I didn't see Inception. What's wrong with me? Well, a film came to Tulsa I'm even more excited about. That's right, even more excited than Inception, directed by Christopher Nolan. What could be wrong with me? The film's called Micmacs. Why am I excited to see it? The trailer's fun, but more importantly, it's directed by Jean-Pierre Jeunet. Now, if you know anything about this guy, you probably know more than I do. You probably know how to pronounce his name correctly, which I'm not really sure I did. But the great thing about him is I can name 4 films off the top of my head that are great films this guy's directed. I don't think he's directed too terribly more than that. I think he's directed somewhere around 6 films. He directed earlier ones like Delicatessen, cult favorite out there, and The City of Lost Children, which I absolutely love, up to more recent ones like Very Long Engagement, very underrated, very good film, and Amelie. Have you seen Amelie? If you haven't seen Amelie, stop watching me. Go rent Amelie. I mean, we're talking about one of the very best films of the last decade. Definitely one of the best lighter romantic films. Can't really say it's the best romantic film because we have things like Lost in Translation last decade, but this one has a lighter tone. If you're looking for a date movie, a Valentine's Day movie, and you're not afraid of subtitles, because all the films I just mentioned are in French. If that doesn't scare you, if you're bold enough to handle reading a little bit in your film, go see these films, especially Amelie and City of Lost Children. So, knowing I love these films, I have to go see Micmacs. I've got no choice in this matter. I got to. And I did that tonight. And after watching it, I came to the theater, I thought, unfortunately, this film is just pretty much okay. There's a lot of strengths to this film. Acting's all good. Visually, stunning film. The film involves a number of schemes, we'll call them. They remind me of heist films. But they're not heists. They're not actually trying to steal things, per se. They're schemes to try to get back at people. The basic plot is the main character has had his life ruined twice, both times by different arms manufacturers. And so he decides to get his revenge on these companies. And he's going to do it not in a violent way. We're not talking about Mel Gibson busting down the door saying, "Where's my daughter?" and shooting everyone to death, or making dirty tapes and calling people bad names. No, we're not talking about that. We're talking about trying to embarrass these companies, trying to ruin their stocks so the companies go out of business, non-violently trying to get back at these companies that have violently ruined his life. It's a great idea. And the schemes for it, and I must say the schemes are highly improbable. They would never work in real life, but they're fun to watch. They're complicated. They have many different steps, many different people involved. You know, it's kind of like when I'm watching one of those Rube Goldberg inventions happening, except people instead of inanimate objects are involved in the contraption. It's fascinating. The film's funny. There are parts in this film you're going to laugh, probably. It's a good light film to watch. It's trying to make some points. It's trying to have a little bit of depth to it. The problem is that the film's plot is nowhere nearly as well planned out, as involved as these schemes are. In fact, you're kind of thrown into the film real quickly. You get a little bit of background on the main character, and then you're thrown into the middle of the film. The plot starts, the film ends. You don't get to know the main character all that much. All these interesting, fascinating minor characters get no development. You know very little about them. They're just kind of there because they're interesting to watch. But as a result of all this, there's no emotional resonance. You don't get attached to any of the characters. You root for them because you know they're the good guys, and of course, the arms manufacturers are the bad guys. Go get them! But you don't really care all that much. You're watching, you're involved because it's interesting. You don't care. And as a result, it kind of has a very rushed feel to it, a very underdone feel to it. It's going to go in your mind. You're going to kind of enjoy it. It's going to go right out of your mind again. You're not probably going to think about this film again. And really, it is a lesser film than the 4 films I just named earlier. It's not as good. It's a disappointment. It's not a bad film. It's not a good film particularly. It's really just okay. And very disappointing, especially to a fan like myself. Yeah, if you want to go see this film, you're not going to hurt yourself after you see it. It's not, like I said, it's not going to be the worst film you've ever seen in your life. But if you think about going to see Inception, I'm willing to bet that's probably going to be a smarter move. You're probably going to once again prove you are smarter than Gray. And in that, I got bad news for you. You're the majority. That doesn't really say all that much about you. Yeah, skip out on this one or rent it if you're interested. Check out Inception. Let me know what you think about Inception, and I'll let you know what I think about Inception after I see it. A few of you people send in emails. I love them. I'm not going to give out my email address here, though. So if you have questions, you don't have my email address, post them on YouTube. I'll see them, and I'll try to address them as they occur. I will try to be faithful about this and try to keep the running times a little lower than the 9-minute epic I recorded for Splice, which you should still go see. All right, you all be careful, and I will see you all later.